That'll be good.
I know they have profession there, but
No, this is just super fun. Yeah. Yay, I'm so glad. Yay. And you were on.
Yeah, we're streaming this audio.
I still don't know Chris.
Chris is actually returning the track. It's not being so yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to see you here on this overcast yet lovely and cool Sunday. Andres and I will be providing your musical accompaniment today, and we're getting started. So if you are willing and able to stand, and as you do so, we're going to say a little thank you. We're going to do that 4 times. Thank you. Here we go. 3. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's a beautiful day. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. It's a wonderful, wonderful, a wonderful day. Wonderful, wonderful, a wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. It's a healing, it's a healing, it's a healing day. Healing, a healing, a healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. It's a joyful, a joyful, a joyful day. It's a joyful, a joyful, a joyful day. So we say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you may be seated, and thank you. We're opening our hearts to gratitude. And I am so grateful for this beautiful experience that happened in this sanctuary last night. There was this Kirtan festival that, is usually we plan to have in the outdoor sacred spaces. But it was raining, so it all came in here, and it was set up as such a beautiful environment and magical music. It was filled with people with open hearts and chanting, and it just the vibration felt so good. And I want to thank in particular Irina for helping to bring it here. Oh, it's not working? Oh. For helping to bring it here and to, create the amazing container. Also, Ellen and Jamie Cohen and Laura and a new person, Lisa, who were out helping everybody park last night. Thank you so much for stepping up and creating this amazing experience. And you can kind of feel that energy. So I'm going to ask you to kind of breathe into that. And you may notice that I am doing this by myself this morning. Chris Eagle is here, but and we have to give a round of applause to Chris Eagle because he brought a tractor and filled in all those potholes in the driveway. So you may have noticed a smoother ride this morning. Thank you, Chris. So he's in the process of returning the tractor right now. So he'll join us later. I want to welcome anybody who might be joining us on Facebook or YouTube. Thank you for being here. Just say hello in the chat, and we feel like we get a conversation going. And without further ado, let's just take this moment, take a breath, move into the center. I'm going to light the Divine Light candle. Let's just take a moment and be with that sacred energy, that sacred element of fire. And feel that energy of fire that ignites that spiritual desire within us to know more, to experience who we truly are. That's what today is about. Acknowledging that fire within us that propels us on this journey of awakening, of experiencing this divine light that we are. And from this place, I invite you to say our opening invocation together with me. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Just breathe that in. Center in it. Center in that divine possibility of infinite good. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
And so this is the time that we take every Sunday to dip a little deeper into that pool of divine love, that infinite peace at the center of our being, that desire that we have to connect with it, to experience the reality of who we are, awakens it. And as it is awakening, as it is growing within us, we feel our body relaxing, our mind settling. We feel ourselves becoming more present and available to it. We experience that love growing in our heart and radiating all throughout our being and into this divine light, this divine love. We take whatever's going on in our lives, whatever's going on in the world that is of concern to us. We surrender that to this all-inclusive, this all-pervading, divine healing light. And we do this together in the silence for the next couple of minutes.
freedom we experience when we know that this beautiful, universal, divine light, this infinite, primordial substance that creates, guides, and governs the universe, creates, guides, and governs our lives, can take anything that's going on in our lives and say, oh yeah, all is well. All is well. All is well. And so we extend that idea out to include others, friends, loved ones, people who have been in our heart, on our mind. And I invite you to speak their names gently aloud into this healing energy of divine love. Stephen, Maddie, Lori, Pat, all world leaders. And we include in this prayer all of the people who have put prayer requests into our prayer box, knowing that this powerful presence is right where they are. It is their life. We affirm that there is an awakening to this divine love, this divine healing light within them. And it is a shift that is created in their consciousness, therefore their life. All is well. And so it is. And let us take a nice deep breath and begin to bring our awareness back into the room, into our body, into this present moment. Open your eyes, stretch a little bit. Look around at all of the beautiful expressions of this one life all around you. Yeah. Okay, from this place, from this being so connected to this one life, from this place, I invite you to say our vision and mission statements, which are coming up on the board. Taking a deep breath in, together we envision the divine light awakening in all. And our mission, we center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is.
Surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let Spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and true and free. As I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take, it's taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day, and I am grateful every moment, every day, and I am kinder every moment, every day.
Thank you, Karen Novi. That was beautiful, very heartfelt, perfect for today, for every day to remember that, right? Thank you. We're missing Chris today. He is not feeling well. Chris Whiteneck, he's not feeling well. So we send him some of that healing energy of love. All right. Is this working? Okay. Yeah, I'm good. All right. All right. So, embarking on a spiritual journey is not something that everyone does. In fact, most people avoid it. It takes a certain curiosity, it takes a certain awareness, a certain impulse from spirit to propel us onto a spiritual path. It frankly takes courage to break out of the status quo, ego-based, human-only thinking, that mass consciousness that is hypnotized by the physical world, and most experiencing this some degree of mild stream of misery running through it, or as Thoreau would say, most lead lives of quiet desperation. And today, Michael Beckwith says, we live in an era of mass distraction. This constant need to entertain ourselves, to distract ourselves at every moment. So whatever motivates us to break free from the pack and to get onto a spiritual path is a good thing. Ultimately. Now, sometimes that comes out of pain, right? Sometimes our lives are so stressed, so chaotic, and we're desperately seeking some peace of mind. Sometimes we just are so tired of being controlled by fear or feeling inadequate. And we want to experience, a more truer sense of ourselves. Some people, have come to this through an illness or in pain, and medical establishment has not done it for them, so they're seeking alternative healing. Some people are just trying to make their lives work and just want more harmony, more divine guidance to know what direction to take. Sometimes it's about, being disillusioned with looking outside of ourselves for happiness, looking to other people or other things for happiness. And we realize, oh no, it's here. We want to experience it here. And sometimes it's simply just we want a deeper connection with that divine presence. So it's different for everyone. Think about what maybe brought you to a spiritual path. It's different, and bless it because it got you on a spiritual path. And so when we get there, we're like, well, some people jump in with both feet and go, okay, let's do it. Other people, they stick in one toe, see how the water is, maybe the foot, and they put in another foot. Some people just go for it, and explore a variety of different things. It could be Eastern thought, it could be mystical Christianity, it could be the Tao, it could be nature-based practices, ancient wisdom, shamanism. It could be chanting, like that beautiful experience, Hindu chanting that we had here in the sanctuary last night. It could be the Kabbalah, it could be a meditation, deep meditation practice. It could be affirmative prayer that calls us, new thought, unity, which kind of includes all of these things. And so we dive into classes, we work with the principles, we jump into sacred service, we say yes to it, we say yes to a commitment to spiritual practice. And lo and behold, after a while, we begin to experience more peace. Yay. We experience a deeper connection with that divine presence. We experience and see the divine in other people. We experience that connection to that greater web of life that I was talking about last week. We release old beliefs that are keeping us stuck, old fears, old limited ideas of ourselves. We breathe deeper and are more present in our bodies. We become conscious of how our thoughts are affecting our experience. We experience more inner and outer abundance. In short, our lives are just working better. We experience that deep peace and joy that is at the center of our being. It's no longer a concept. It's not something that we're trying to get. It's something that we are aligning ourselves with. We're coming into alignment with our true self. We have moved from a seeker to a finder. Now, not to say that this is a straight path like this. I think most of us experience boop, 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 boop. There's some downs, there are some, circuitous routes. We explore that little path over here, that little path over here. But in the general direction, we're headed in this general direction. So there was a book that compiles data from over 2,000 participants who have had some sort of experience of spiritual awakening or enlightenment, and they've agreed to share their experiences in this study. And it's called The Finders, in other words, From Seeking to Finding, by Dr. Jeffrey Martin. And so in it, he collects this data and he compiles it and creates categories and subcategories and levels, which he calls locations. And these people come from all walks of life. Some come from traditional religious backgrounds, some alternative spirituality, some are atheists, but they nevertheless, have some understanding of universal consciousness. And some have a spiritual awakening after an intense period of what we might call the dark night of the soul. Interesting, right? And so he identified some characteristics that were typical of these finders, what he calls finders. And if you would put up the first slide, let's look at what he's got here. So a sense that everything is fundamentally okay. A reduction in self-absorbed mind chatter. Centering in the present moment. Little interest in stale stories told by others and from their own minds. A shift in negative emotions. While they still arise, they're transient. A sense of connection between inner experience and greater reality. Reduced attachment to previous goals and outcomes. So all of this together equals what he calls fundamental well-being. Fundamental well-being. That sounds good, right? That's a good way to live. So the next few weeks, we are going to explore each of these qualities a little more fully. And as we do, I want you to think about where you are in relation to these and what has been your experience, what you have noticed on your spiritual path. And what you would add to this list, because this list is not complete. I don't think it's complete. So what would you add to this list? Keep that in mind. So I was going to do a book study on this, but I decided against it because it's very clinical. There's, he focuses on methodology and categories and subcategories, and it's dry. But it's interesting. And also, I didn't agree with everything. I didn't think, what he describes as enlightenment, I'm not sure I would. And again, the list is kind of incomplete, I thought. I mean, my experience, there are other things. I've witnessed other people too. So I came up with a list of what I feel are sort of side effects of a spiritual practice. So if you would put up that second slide, let's look at that. And while I'm showing this, I want you to think about what you would add to this, okay? You embrace challenges as opportunities. You become more empathic and compassionate. You develop a deep sense of oneness with the divine and with all of life. 4, you experience more love for yourself, for others, and for the world. You stop seeing the world as black and white or dualistic thinking. And if you're having any trouble seeing that, you can move closer to get a better. I see some people going like this. You listen to and become more understanding of others. You become aware of the cyclical nature of life and are less reactive to temporary setbacks. You know your past doesn't define you and doesn't define others. You can let go of the old more easily and embrace change. 10, you're more fully present in the now moment and full of gratitude. Judgment has turned into discernment. And finally, you notice synchronicities that seem to be increasing and moments of magic. Moments of magic. Okay, so I have a whiteboard right here and markers. And I am going to write down anything that you have thought of that you might add to this list. What has been your experience? Or what have you witnessed in others? Or what are you looking to move towards? What goal are you looking to move toward? Anybody? Yeah, Joe.
Live in a sea of grace.
Oh, I love that. We live. Does anybody write well on a whiteboard that would like to help me?
I can make your writing look well.
What?
I can make your writing look well.
Okay. We live in a sea. A darker marker. We want a darker marker. Let's see. Grace. Okay. I love that one. We live in a sea, ooh, of grace. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, Joe. What else?
A desire for more simplicity.
Okay. Desire for more simplicity. To have a less complicated life?
Occam's razor is what I was thinking.
Okay. A desire for more simplicity. What else would you add to this list? Pardon? Natural. Natural as far as like, oh, nature, yeah. You're more attuned to nature, maybe? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we're more attuned to nature. Okay, yeah, Oscar.
Also, like, we come to say less is more. Like, like the saying, like, it's not rich who has the most money, it's more rich who lives less.
Less is more. Yeah, sort of a contentment with what we have, to what is it that they say, to desire what you have. Yeah.
We're in an individualized way in a sea of interdependence.
Oh, okay. I'm going to write that down right now. You did, okay. Individualized. Individual wave in a ocean, a sea?
A sea of interdependence.
Of interdependence, yeah. An awareness of our interdependence, I think. DANCE? Yeah. An awareness of our interdependence. And when we talked about that last week with the web of life, right? Yeah. Gaines.
The peace that passeth understanding.
Oh, yeah. Understanding. Yeah, that's good. Catherine.
Embracing forgiveness.
Yes, that is so important. So important. Let me put this up here. Forgiveness. Yeah. Embracing forgiveness. Really get it. Roshana.
Less fear, more confidence.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. These are so good. I'm so glad I asked you. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, Karen.
Increase in self-love.
Self-love and self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. I think we had self-love here, but the self-acceptance part is really important. Okay, yes.
Doing what feels right to me and my guidance and joy, and not worry about what other people think of what I'm doing.
Yes. Okay. How about, when I'm running out of room here, following guidance, maybe? All right. Well, there's probably more, but we're running out of room. So let's just take a look at that. And this week, what I'll do is I'll type this up and have this and the other list, and we'll put it out, so everybody can look at that. And, again, see where we are with these things so that we know what we're working on, right? It's always good to have a goal in mind. What are we working on? And, some of the things that we came up with and that I came up with kind of fit into some of his categories. So let's talk about that. And particularly, let's take that first characteristic, a sense that everything is fundamentally okay. This sense that I'm okay, no matter what happens in life, that I'm going to be okay, no matter, what life throws at me, that I'm going to be fundamentally, I'm good, right? Now, I may have a day, I may have a moment, I may have a week that feels like, what? But fundamentally, we're moving in that direction, fundamentally okay. That's such a beautiful thing. So, some of what we talked about, this idea of embracing challenges as opportunities, kind of fits in there, because when we know that we have fundamental well-being, we know that we can handle whatever life throws our way, right? That we're going to be okay, and that we can. We're no longer resisting what is, because we know that we're good, right? And so when you have fundamental well-being, you see yourself not as a victim, right? You don't see yourself as a victim. You see yourself as a powerful presence. A powerful presence, complete with all 12 powers that are now activated. And any challenge becomes another opportunity to deepen your awareness that you, as a spiritual being, having a human experience, can handle whatever comes your way. That, in fact, that challenge could be an amazing opportunity that can really shift your life. Quantum growth. It could be an experience of quantum growth. So there's no longer this resistance to what is. You're not fighting, you're not trying to avoid what is or craving something different. You're in the moment, right? We're in the present moment. And part of this is we talked about the cyclical nature. When you understand the cyclical nature of life, there's less resistance, because this too shall pass. This too shall pass. So I remember a time in my life when I really got this. Not that I've mastered it by any stretch of the imagination, but, making progress, right? And so I was years and years ago, pre-children. In fact, we were struggling to have a family for years. I was trying to get pregnant. It just wasn't happening for years. And I was working at this little company, this little home video company. That's how long ago it was. Kids home video. And doing, I don't know, maybe 5 people's different jobs in one, because it was a small company. And my husband, it'd been a while since he worked. And we were struggling, you know? I had just also finished the Agape professional prayer training, Agape professional training program. And it's an intensive program of training and spiritual practice where you become a licensed spiritual coach. But I wasn't making any money doing that. You know, I was working at this company. So I remember one day I went out for lunch. And when I was walking back, I stopped at the stoplight. It was a big Ventura Boulevard, big boulevard. And before I crossed the street, something came over me. It like washed over me, the sense of well-being, the sense that everything was just perfect the way it was. Like I didn't have to change anything. That everything was in divine order. And I just felt such joy. My heart was filled with joy. It's like I really got that it's in here. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. It's in here. And I so connected with that. And I had this big grin on my face. Walking across the street, people were probably looking at me going, oh, she's high. I don't know. It didn't matter. You know, I was, just that well-being. Now, then the intensity of that did not last, right? But something had shifted. Something profound had shifted in me. And I continued to do spiritual practice. In fact, deepen my practice. And very shortly after that, my husband was offered a job as a writer-producer of a TV show that would go on to last 10 seasons and basically change the whole trajectory of our lives. And then shortly after that, I left that company and I started doing workshops and speaking and seeing clients. And a year later, I was pregnant with twins. And you know, it's the important thing here is that the well-being comes first. The well-being, you're not waiting for situations to change. You're not waiting for something to get rid of or for yourself to change into something. The well-being is here now. It's in this moment. So this week, I'd like you to think about how you can nurture that well-being, knowing it's a choice. It's a choice. It's not dependent on circumstances. It's inherent within you. So how can we nurture it? How can we nurture it? And when we come back next week, I want you to look at this list and think about ways you can nurture these things that we've talked about. And next week, let's share, right? Let's share what we've come up with, what practices or what intention or whatever we're doing to help nurture that well-being. Okay, you on board? Shall we do this thing? Yes. Okay, all right, namaste.
Well, this feels fitting. That's usually how it happens with us. This is an original song. It's called Free, and it was about learning to let go of what you were demanding of the world or of circumstance, and just being with the allowing piece. It's time
to say goodbye to something you've let thrive, a dream, a wish it could be. But when you learn to let it go, and that it's not in your control, a wave of peace will roll through and help you breathe. Yeah, it sets you free. Yeah. You can only try to put it up and make it fly if the wind is just right. But if it's hard and steady and you've given all you could, then it's time to loosen the strain. 'Cause when you learn to let it go, and that it's not in your control, a wave of peace will roll through and help you breathe. Yeah, it sets you free. Well, who would have thought that it would come to this? And I was sending it off with a prayer and a kiss. And you can be sure that I'll miss you with a burning, such a yearning. But when you learn to let it go, and that it's not in your control, when you learn to let it go, and that it's not in your control, when you learn, you gotta let it go, you gotta let it go. It's time to trust when you learn. When you learn to let it go, and that's not in your control. When you learn to let it go.
Learn to let it go. Let's put that in there. Yeah, definitely. It's part of it. Okay, so this is our opportunity to participate in this community in a very real way. We are expressing our gratitude for this moment, for being together, for having this space. I have to tell you, it was so nice to have this space available in order to welcome people in and have an experience. So many people had quite the experience. And that's just one example. There's so many other events and things that we offer here as an opportunity for people to have that spiritual experience, to grow in their spiritual awareness. That's what we're about here, and that's what we are supporting. So I would ask you to think about that as we gather in this moment to share our gifts. Many different ways to do that. If you are pretty new and you haven't yet signed up to be a sustainer, there's a Venmo, or you just want to give an extra gift. We always welcome that. There's the Venmo, there's the QR code. You can, many different ways to do it. And as the bowls come around, if you're doing it electronically and you want to still participate in that action of putting something in the bowl, there's a blue card in your seat back that you can use for that purpose. And if you are signed up to be a conscious sustainer, which means you're making regular committed gifts to this community, we are so grateful for that. It would be this green card. So whatever it is you are offering today, your expression of gratitude and love, we bless it. We thank you for it. And let's say our blessing together. Take whatever it is that you're offering in your hand, whatever represents that, maybe to your heart. As we say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. Thank you, Spirit.
Power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
We are creating in this moment magic. When we give from our heart, from the divine overflow, it creates the magic that sustains and blesses everyone here and out into our community and returns to the giver, pressed down, multiplied, and running over. So we bless this, we send it our love, knowing that this is energy of love in form. Thank you, Spirit. So it is. And Mary's taking back the prayer request box. If you would like to have a prayer prayed over during the service and by the prayer team all month, please put that in there. Also, I want you to know that there is, where is that little thing? There are prayer request slips, in the back of your chairs. This is for World Day of Prayer, which is coming up. So if you want to take a moment now or the rest of the service or after the service and think about people that you would like to hold in your prayers, you write it down on the list, put it in that box on the way out, and the whole prayer team is gonna pray over it this Thursday, which I'm gonna talk a little bit more about in just a few minutes, but I just wanted to give you that heads up. So if anybody is here for the first time and did not receive a card that looks like this, raise your hand. I think everybody here is relatively, I've seen your faces before. And anybody who has not received a packet like this, the greeters have one to put in your hands if you haven't received that. Okay, you're all good. All right. Great, thank you. And we want to welcome again those of you online. Thank you for your support, your donations, which you can give online. And we just hold you together in our hearts here. All right, Mila, would you like to come up and do your flower dedication. I think these beautiful flowers are courtesy of Mila O'Hare, and here she comes. And if you would,
There's some perennials, they
oh,
are flowers
okay.
that maybe we could get
And
planted.
can you speak into this? We're gonna, yeah, okay. We'll talk to the gardener here.
Yeah, I wanted to. Pardon?
There we go.
I wanted to remind people who already know about two things that we do here. One is anything with a plug, and the other is Where for All. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it, especially if you're new and you want to know more and want to donate. Oh, you know what? First of all, the flowers
Yes.
are
Let's hear that first.
yeah, the flowers are for all the people, and I don't even know who you are, who have donated wonderful clothes and anything with a plug things that I'm able to get to a cycling center in Fuquay, which is called Anything with a Plug.
That's great.
Anyway, so these are the two things, and I just want to let you know that it's ongoing, and you can bring things. There used to be a basket, maybe still is, for clothes.
Yes, I think there's a basket out there,
For
right?
clothes. And so for an example, you could donate things like computers, printers, kitchen appliances, anything that I can carry and put in my car. And the owner, Dennis, comes out. Usually I try to get things. He comes out with his big truck to Carborough, the shopping center on 54, Carborough Shopping Center.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so good to see. He practically filled up the truck last time, because all kind of people come with their stuff and bring it to him.
Wow, that's great.
So all that is recycled, and we have a little, our little motto is, keep it out of the dump it on us. Clever. Okay, the other is Wear for All, and that's for clothes. And it's for children, men, and women. It's located at the Amity Church, which is on Estes, right across from those new apartments. So they have two rooms there. One is for men and women clothes, and the other is for children.
Okay.
And people can come on Mondays and Thursdays and get anything they need there for free. So that's,
Yeah.
you know, even the
Beautiful
thrift
service.
stores cost money. So this is a good way to do that, to donate your stuff.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, remind people to bring things that are in good repair and clean.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
Of course.
Clean, yes, clean and in good repair.
We've always had really nice things.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mila, for
That's it.
taking this on, heading it up, and really important initiatives. I'm so glad we have that. Thank you. Okay, let's have one more piece of music.
This is a classic, so feel free to sing along if you know it. I see
in the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also in the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. And I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. As I think to myself, what a wonderful world. As I think to myself, oh, it's a wonderful
Beautiful. Thank you, Karen and Andres. That was just fabulous. Perfect. Okay. It's September. It's the first Sunday in September. Who has a birthday in September? Raise your hand. Ah, okay. Over there. We got a few. Let's sing happy birthday. Roshana's version.
We're going to do call and response. So I'll sing it first, and then you just repeat what I say.
It's just an echo. Don't be afraid. Sing it loud. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
We're so glad you're alive.
We're so glad you're alive.
You're a gift from the earth.
You're a gift from the earth.
Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
We're so glad you're alive.
We're so glad you're alive.
You're a gift to the earth.
You're a gift to the earth.
Bless the day of your birth.
Bless the day of your birth. Yeah. Thank you. Happy birthday. And I saw a homemade cake in the kitchen. So you guys are in for a treat. Please join us after the service for that. Okay, I want to let you know that our Soul Dance podcasts are back. We took a break in August, but they are back. And so this is a meditation that is tied into the Sunday service. So this last Wednesday was a meditation on the web of life that I talked about the week before, and that really kind of helps you embody the principles. It's not just words, it's you're experiencing it. So I highly encourage you to not just listen, but to practice with me with this. Okay. As I mentioned before, World Day of Prayer is this Thursday. It happens to be September 11th. I can't think of a better day to all sit together with all of the other unities all over the world in prayer for peace for the world. The theme for this one is Be Still and Know. And so we will come together at 7 o'clock in the evening. There is a service that the prayer team is putting on, and we will learn the idea of stilling the mind, becoming quiet, and having that experience of inner peace, and then sending that love and that healing peace out to the world. And then during the day is the prayer vigil. So you might see that there is a bulletin board out in the foyer that you can sign up, to put your name on a half-hour segment that you would like to dedicate that time to be in prayer and meditation for the world. And you can do it from your house, from wherever you are, or you can come here in the sanctuary. We usually have a beautiful, it's set up in a very sacred way, and you can come in. And that's when we pray over all of these prayer slips that many of you are filling out right now. And so that goes on from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and then the service starts at 7 p.m. So it's always a beautiful opportunity to be of service in that way to the world. So thanks for coming to that. Adopt a highway roadside cleanup. So we're doing the prayer, the idea of being in the stillness, and then we take that stillness into action. And we serve through our hands and feet, cleaning up the trash that is on the highway we have adopted, which is Sewell School Road. And so if you are, wanting to do that, and we highly encourage it, not only is it a sacred service, but it's a lot of fun when we get together. We are meeting here at 9:30, September 13th. That's this Saturday. See Debbie if you have any more questions, right? And also the QR code there. Okay. And then we've got another pick a party. Woohoo! Azada is sharing her gifts as an artist, and we are going to be painting, upcycling like glass, glasses and jars and, other found objects, and turn them into works of art and raise money for this community at the same time. So that is next Sunday, right after the service, from 1 to 3. It's going to be a fun time. Thank you, Azada, for doing that. You need to sign up, please. Here's the QR code there, or go to our website and sign up, and you make a donation because it's a fundraiser. All right, a fall equinox is coming up. A lot of outdoor sacred spaces events are coming up in the next couple of months, and the next one is fall equinox with Sue Ann Solom, who's not here today. But she will lead us in that celebration of that perfect balance of light and dark, that the cycles of life and harvest time. So that's next Friday from 7 to 8 in the Labyrinth, UCP Labyrinth. Chris will make an announcement next week when he's back about the choir, but look for signs of that where he's putting together a choir. So if you're interested in that, you would come early on the Sunday that we have. Sunday, September 21st at 10:15. So you come a little early and share your voices with us. Deeper Dive discussion is led by Gain Steer, who is in the back, and it's an opportunity to sit with others and talk about some of these things, take it a little deeper, and he'll be in the back room on the right. And 3-minute miracle, of course, is that wonderful time to sit with somebody trained in prayer. And Mel Karen is our prayer partner today, and she will be holding a high watch to help you see that situation from the highest point of view. And if you're joining us online and you'd like to have a prayer, just send an email to the website, the email address that's coming up now. Put your name and your phone number, and one of our prayer team members will call you back and pray with you. All right, that's it. Are we going outside in the back deck for our sacred cafe, or are we coming inside? Is it raining? Inside. We're gonna do it inside. Okay. All right. Yeah, she's saying yes. All right, let's welcome in the kids.
Life from where I am,
afternoon, y'all. Howdy, howdy. We had some wonderful, 4 powerful children here today. Big thanks to Laura for help bringing her energy, too. Today, we started talking about the power of order, and one of the ways we started talking about that is if you look at your day and create a pathway through your day, through school, home, playground, gym, or other fun things, we can then think about how to bring one of the 5 principles, the Unity 5 principles, into our pathway, right? How to express God or express that divine love to others on the playground, or, how do we do that through the computer? So just some things we took a chance to think about and play with, and these are the kind of the end result. We're going to continue talking about the power of order and figuring out how to apply, again, the 5 principles into our own power and how to utilize that for spreading love and joy and happiness. So, thank you.
Let's bless these children and the children everywhere with our UCP blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right. Stand where you are. Take a hand and let's say our prayer of protection with I am statements. These are cute. I love those little sleeve things. We can do it like this. We're good. Okay. Let's take a nice deep breath, and together the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter. Hello. Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below. And we thank you. Thank you.